Happy Saturday and happy spring. I think we can finally say that with confidence. Most of this country, anyways, is going through spring. The sun is finally beginning to show its face, and I thought, what better song to do than Island in the Sun? I was very pleased that 2 people requested this. This is one of my favorite Weezer songs to play. Anyways, Giannis Baby Blues and Julie Brennan. All right, let's talk about triads. We haven't talked about triads in a long time. Using triads, you can take a boring, mundane, old chord progression such as E minor, A minor, D minor, not D minor, D major, G, which happens to be the chord progression of this song, and turn it into something that sounds more like this. Right? That's Island in the Sun. So the first one is a D minor shape. That's why I had D minor on the brain, which normally is E1, G2, B3, but we're going to move it up 2 frets, and that makes it E minor because we haven't changed any of the shape. So D minor, D sharp minor, E minor. The thing about triads, the definition of triads, first off, is that they are the 3 notes and only the 3 notes and no extra notes or no duplicate notes that you need to make a minor or a major chord. So we're only going to strum the 3 strings that we have our fingers on. 3, 4, 5. The next triad, which takes the place of A minor, is 5, 5, 5 on the baby strings. We're just going to be on the baby strings for this. You might recognize that from your A minor bar chord, which has the all the way across, and so it is 5, 5, 5 on the 3 baby strings. The next triad is a shape you recognize. It's D, but we make it a triad by only strumming the G, the B, and the E strings. Because as soon as we strum also that D string, it becomes a D chord and no longer a D triad. So that one should be easy to remember. Followed by 3, 3, 4, which you'll recognize as 3/4 of your F shape, right? F, F sharp, G, except no D string. The convenient thing about this is once you're here, to get to the very first one, all you got to do is plop your ring finger down on the B string. This song had me at hip. Yep. So, one more time, D minor shape 2 frets higher. 5, 5, 5. D, but only 3 strings. And then 3/4 of your F shape, 3, 3, 4. Of course, this stops going at some point, well, when he starts to sing, right? And it just becomes the chords, E minor, A minor, D, and G. Great song for 2 guitars, because one guy can be playing the triads, and one guy can be playing the regular old mundane chords. When he starts singing On an Island in the Sun, that doom, 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 doom guitar comes in, and he's playing this. Do G9, and B8, and use your ring finger and your middle finger because you're going to go that many times. And then it's 7, 7 on BG, and then 7 on G, 8 on B. I think you might switch the, so he starts on the G string for the first 2, 3, 4, and then swap order, so B string first. And this one is twice as long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you could keep it the same order if you want. I like to. I just like to go. But see how easy it is if you use your ring and your middle finger to start out, even if that's not like the most natural thing to do. And while that's going on, it's still the chord progression E minor, A minor, D, G. So let's look at these. We've got an E note, right? Grandma always brings crappy deviled eggs. An octave is 2 frets higher, 2 strings down. This is how you elucidate your guitar neck. And, well, this is a B on the 12th fret, so B, A, G. So we've got an E and a G out of your E minor, right? E, G. So we're playing 2 notes of our E minor triad, so to speak. but it's also over the A minor because it's right? So how does E and G fit in with A minor? Well, I'm glad you asked. We have an open E string in our A minor chord, so it's one of the notes, but nary a G to be found. A, there's another E, there's another A, and there's a C, so what gives? Well, check it out. If you take your ring finger off, you have an A minor 7, right? So G is the note that makes A minor 7, and as I've said before and will continue to say, ad nauseum into the future, minor 7 and major 7 chords are always almost completely interchangeable with their regular counterparts. So when they play the G note in the little 2/3 of a triad, they are making now half of an A minor 7, which fits nicely over the regular A minor chord. All right, then we get to right, that one over D, which is, you'll recognize as the G and the B string out of your D chord, so we can deduce that whatever these two notes are, they are in your regular D chord. They are D, and well, we just figured out that this is G, right, from the last one, so it's F sharp, a half step down, and then the last one, so two notes out of regular D, and then the last one, think about your D shape, right, and then all we have to do, since the root note of your D shape, which I've said before and will continue to say ad nauseum into the future, is the B string. So whatever note this is the chord we are actually making when we play a D shape here, and it is, well, we already know. It's G. So two notes out of our G chord, G and D. Right? Octave lower there so we can recognize this as D more than this. But yep, that's what explains that. Thank you for being here for that segment. I was just investigating the bridge, watching live Weezer ones, and it turns out that the A minor in the whole thing is an A minor 7. So play an A minor 7 if you want, or play a regular A minor if you don't want. That's totally cool, but that totally, explains that situation that we just talked about. Okay, for We'll Run Away Together, D, G, D, G, C, A minor 7, so that's a real easy switch. You just take your ring finger off and you've got A minor 7. And then two Ds. I think I saw Rivers playing C with a G in the bass to fatten up that C, so you play your C, but put your pinky finger on A3 instead, and put your ring finger on E3, and that's your G in the bass, much like when Weezer plays the power chords and puts the 5th in the bass, to same reason, to fatten it up, so it doesn't change the C-ness, good thing there's no P chord, of the chord. You're just adding an extra G, which is already in your C chord in the form of the open G string, right? So do that or don't, doesn't matter, but D, we'll run a G, D, G, whichever C you want, A minor 7, or regular A minor, D. Or you could play those as power chords, because that part certainly kicks. Awesome! Well, those would be this. D, G, A5, E3, A3, E5, A5. And that brings us to the solo. One of my very favorite solos to show new people, because it's very, 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 very doable, and it's sort of, there's a nice little pattern to it. So start with your open G string, and then hammer on, put a finger down without plucking onto the G string, 9th fret, 7, 5, 4, 5, 4. So that's half of it. So almost the exact same thing on the D string. Open, 9, 7, 5, 4, 5, 5, instead of 5, 4. So, when we go to 9 on the D string, to be extra fancy, you can slide from 7. Sounds like that's what they do. They might, the very first note is like some crazy noise that doesn't sound anything like that. It might have been just a chance sort of harmonic-y thing that just happened. You could try 7-9-7 on the G string instead of open 9-7. I like the congruency of just do that twice. And that's it for Island of the Sun. That's everything, man. I was all over the place. Sorry about that. The just like a nice baseball game. I crammed in 90 seconds of solid information into a 12-minute video. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a happy spring. Have a happy Saturday. And if you don't see me at the live stream tomorrow, be happy for me, because that means I'm playing baseball. See you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.